Greetings, sirs and madams. I'm Seraphic Zero, and we are playing Monster Hunter World. So I hear a lot of you guys are having trouble with the Kirin, and I actually also have a lot of trouble with the Kirin. So when I find I have to fight him a lot, I actually use this mix set, which I'm demonstrating now. So this is a Lance sleep bombing set, and I think it's actually been kind of going around. Okay, so yeah, so if you fought Kirin before, you'll know that he's actually really fast, and he is really hard to keep, like, you know, to catch up with, and hard to hit his weak spots and do a lot of damage to him. So you think, what is a way I can keep this monster still? And a way you can do that is using sleep status, which I have equipped both on my Lance and on my Palico. So the way this set works is that there's only one Lance in the game that has sleep status on it, and that's the Kuluhasta. And it has to awaken into the sleep status. It doesn't have it naturally. So on your set, you're going to want to have awakened or free element level 3, and this will grant it sleep status. And then, you know, since we're lancing, I have 3 points of guard on this set, and then also bomb damage. And the set is slightly upgraded, so I have mixed in a little bit of weakness exploit. So that's generally how we're going to do damage to Kirin. So kind of the negative to this is that you still have to be able to hit Kirin to put him to sleep, you know? So you're going to have to know the monster pretty well. Like, you can still apply sleep status if you're not hitting an optimal target area, or even if you're bouncing. But it does help if you are accurate and just try to land all of your hits on Kirin's face. That's generally his only weak point. So right now I'm wearing the Thunderproof Mantle. If you have it available, you should probably wear the Apothecary Mantle, which increases the sleep status that you apply, so that could also be useful. And if you do enough damage to Kirin, he will fall over. Okay, here he's going to sleep again. Okay, so when monsters are falling asleep, you can actually get a few hits in for free, but Kirin lays down really fast, so you might only be able to get 1 or 2. Okay, so the way sleep status works in Monster Hunter World is that the attack that wakes up the monster has a damage multiplier of 2. So, the way you want to wake up a monster is with your heaviest single attack. Don't do attacks that do multi-hit, because only the very first one counts. So with Lance, you can do the charged Lance counter upstab. That's usually the easiest one to access. Or otherwise, you can use bombs, which is what I'm doing here. So I have a bomb attack up level 2, and so these Mega Barrel Bombs do a crap ton of damage. So you saw that when I used the bombs last, we had like nearly 500 points of damage off of one bomb, and then the other bomb did half, because only one of the explosions will get the damage multiplier. Okay, so Kirin has climbed up to where he sleeps, but he was not weak enough to go to sleep yet, so we're just going to have to fight him regularly. Yeah, Kirin's lightning attacks are fairly difficult for new players to deal with, but the best thing to know about them is that while they seem random, they actually are not random at all. They actually have a very specific geometrical pattern to them. So if you know the pattern, you can actually either just get out of the way, or know exactly when and where you need to block or counter. Looks like we got a ride. Yeah, and getting rides on Kirin isn't really optimal damage output, but it's just an opportunity to get him to stand still, because he just moves around so damn much, so yeah, I might as well go for it. Yeah, so on Kirin's lightning attacks, he has the one where he stands still and summons lightning all around him. Wow, that sent me flying really far. Yeah, so that particular lightning attack it's a hexagonal pattern. So if you know not to stand at the points of the hexagon, you'll generally be safe. Generally, you're also safe if you stand close enough to him. And other than that, all of the lightning strikes are... Yeah, and when he's enraged, there's actually even more lightning strikes on top of that. So don't stand too close when he's enraged. Okay, so aside from the hexagonal pattern, he uses lots of single points, and those are kind of easy to see. They're usually just directly in front of him. And other than that, he only has triangular patterns, and yeah, those are easy to see as well. So as long as you know where they're going to land, you'll be okay. Okay, so Kirin is asleep again, so let's drop our Mega Barrel Bombs on him. Yeah, and this strategy will get you pretty good kill times. Like, you'll take monsters down pretty fast, but it is very resource intensive, so just keep that in mind. Yeah, so notice that I'm very careful with the placement of my bombs. I'm not putting the bombs right on top of the monster. I'm putting them kind of... I'm giving it a little space so that I can detonate the bombs with my lance without hitting the monster, because if I accidentally poke the monster, it's my lance poke that will get the damage multiplier instead of the bomb. Yeah, and the other thing about Kirin's lightning is that, yeah, some of them have multiple bolts like landing in one place, and you can't really counter that because your counter only like works against single hits, but if it's multi-hit, you're gonna get hit by the subsequent stuff. Oh god, I'm stunned. And I'm paralyzed. Oh god, this is really bad. Oh god, Kirin, please don't kill me. Oh god, why? Oh god, why am I not dead? Okay, I can't believe I survived that. Yeah, it's okay guys, everybody messes up sometimes. Okay, Kirin's down. Okay, and we'll just get some free hits off on his weak point here. And he's down. Alright guys, that is how you send a Kirin back to Jesus with a sleep bombing strategy. Yeah, hopefully that makes sense. So if you have any questions, just leave a comment on the video. But yeah, I'll show the build on the set in a second. Okay, so I have the Dragon King eye patch for weakness exploit because I have an upgraded awakening charm. If you only have the level 1 charm, then you can use the you can use a different headpiece that has awakening on it, and that'll help you do that. But yeah, in total you want to go for awakening 3, sleep attack, and some guard and some bomb damage. So hopefully you can just pause those screens and have a look at the build. But yeah, so it does help to know Kirin's moveset. There are some attacks you shouldn't counter because they have multi-hit. For those, you can just raise a regular guard or do power guard, and that's pretty effective too. Okay, so we got a kill time of 7:14. That's pretty decent for a lazy run. Alright guys, I think that is it for my thoughts on doing a sleep bomb run of Kirin. Hopefully this helps you out if you're trying to farm this guy. And I think that'll be it for now. We'll see you next time.